Good evening and welcome to Forge 2.0. I'm your host, The Wild Man. With me is the unparalleled co-host, DJ Tiano. DJ, how you doing?
Thanks, man. I really like that title.
I'm glad. Got a little tongue twisted right there.
And to answer how am I doing, I am doing great. We had a great interview
We did.
a little while ago. For those who are listening, you
Yep.
can catch that later in the episode.
Yep.
Today's episode is about manifestation.
Yes, it is.
It is May 4th, so may the 4th be with you, my brother.
Yes.
And this is season 2, episode 4.
I see
And
your swatch is as big as mine.
for those who don't know what he's talking about, go watch the movie Spaceballs.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You
should
don't
be.
know what I'm talking about. All right.
All right, so before we get into today's topic of the episode, I will hit you with the quote from last week. Action is the foundational key to all of success. Pablo Picasso. You gonna
Huh.
break it down, or you just
No,
gonna
no, yeah,
stare
no, I'm
into
going
the
to
abyss?
just stare. No, you don't hear a lot of things about what these guys back in the day, like they said anything besides what they did. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's always cool.
The action.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So,
Say it one more time, because I was
action is
blank.
the foundational key to all of success.
Yes, you got. You could dream, you could write it, you could say you want to do this, but if you don't put it in action, if you don't take those first few steps, it ends up being just a waste of time. Yeah, you had some good dreams, you had some good ideas, but did you do it? Did you grab your balls and say, "Let's go"?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, one of the steps of manifestation is putting your words into action.
Yeah,
So it
Yes.
kind of flows
it
great
does.
with the
It
topic
does.
today.
It
So.
does. With that saying, all right, here we go. Let's jump right into it, head first.
All right. I just want to start by saying, if you have not watched the movie The Secret or read the book, go do so. It will tell you all about manifestation.
Yes.
Law of attraction. If you haven't heard of that term, go
Yeah,
check that
yeah.
out. I actually stumbled upon this, I don't know, 2004, 2005 when it first came out.
That's yeah.
I recommend, even if you have watched it, go back and watch it again.
I haven't finished the book. I think I got. I honestly want to say like 3 pages in, and it was talking about thinking about what you want and writing it down and putting your good energy into the universe. And once I read that, I probably should have read the rest of it.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Law-
if that's all it is,
law of
Mingy, I do
attraction.
that all day, every day. That's all I do, except for when I have my road rage incidents.
I mean, I mean, it's something that I live by, actually. What you put into the universe, you get out.
Yes.
And it really has to do with, you can, the old saying that most of you, I'm sure, have told your children, or your parents may have told you, whatever you want to be, you can be if you put your mind to it.
Mm-hmm.
So it really is that, but a further explanation of that. What you
Yeah.
want to do, you put your mind into
And do it,
and
and not
can
just
become that. Yeah.
but taking the steps. Affirming this is what I want. This is it.
Manifestation. So
Yes. So with that being said, about like it comes to confirming what you want.
yeah, so for those who don't know what manifestation is,
Yes, here
it's
we
an
go.
event, an action, or an object that clearly shows or embodies something, especially a theory or an abstract idea.
Hmm.
So whatever your thought process is, or whatever you want to be, or
Mm-hmm.
you need to manifest that. The first obvious manifestations of whatever. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So the first thoughts, the first thing that comes into your mind, like
Positivity.
positivity.
Yeah,
You
money.
You push that negativity out by manifesting
That's
positive thoughts.
I think didn't you say the other day that you read somewhere every time you have a negative thought, think of 2 or 3 positive thoughts?
Replace it with 3 positive
Yeah.
thoughts. Because we as human beings tend to live on the negative thoughts, and
Yeah.
we all do it.
Yeah,
we all
we
do
do.
it.
Like I
It's-
said, I have
it's-
my road rage. I'm fine.
Yeah.
She's effing mother. Beep, 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 beep. Get on the road. I'm sorry. It's 7:30 in the morning. There's
I get
nothing to
you, bro.
sightsee.
I get you, bro.
Okay, but let's manifest goodness.
Yes, positivity.
Yes, I'm positive. I won't follow you home.
All right,
all right.
so what do you got over there?
I got lists. Now, along with manifesting, I was also told to, along with like daily affirmations, to write down what you want. It all starts with a list.
That is one of the first, steps, the first, whatever you want to call it,
Okay.
to anything.
Yes.
Any plan when you go start a business, the bank or wherever you're getting a loan from, they're going to ask you what's your plan.
Yeah.
You got to manifest that plan. You know what I'm saying?
But manifest it on a typed piece of paper.
Something that you can see, visualize.
Well, no. I went into the bank with a plan, and they said I had a lovely plan.
But it needed to be typed.
Was because it was on
It's kinda
notebook
like
paper.
Kind of like a resume.
Yeah.
Oh, you live and learn, bro.
Yeah. Oh no, I did. I mean, even the manager of the bank came down and was like, "Mr. Turkansky," I go, "Please, Brandon." He goes, "Brandon, this is extremely. I mean, you've done everything down to the decorations of what I wanted
That's awesome.
in these businesses." So, but lists.
Lists.
They help.
Write stuff down, man.
Yeah.
They really
Yeah.
sound like a broken record. We'd probably say it every freaking episode.
Yeah.
You put something in writing, then you can see what your goals are. When you see what you want, it makes it obtainable easier, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well, like we say, I found out how to use the voice memo that you record
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
That doesn't help
Huge.
if I don't go back in my phone and oh yeah, let me read it. But stickies, you put notes on things. Your fridge,
Yeah.
the bathroom. Well, if you can get away with the bathroom mirror or somewhere where you always visit the front door,
Absolutely.
or if where you're going out, the inside of the front door, boom, boom, on a mirror, little mirror by the front door, a couple stickies.
As you age, you tend to forget things, and even if it's something that you think of every day,
Yeah.
the daily basis things that we come across sidestep us and make us.
My mind is so set on making money and enjoying family
Yeah.
that I will walk into a room and be like, what the hell am I doing over here?
Yeah.
And then be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care. People say, oh, you got issues. No, I don't. My mind is over somewhere else. I don't care that I needed milk or a fourth piece of chicken.
All right, so what else you got over there?
Okay. Now, along with you make your lists, okay? You confirm what you want. You've got your daily affirmations. People really want to know, is manifest destiny real? That was a big thing. I read part of the book. I watched part of the movie. I can't really say. And it wasn't one of those things, oh, the book was better than the movie. Because they were pretty much basically the same thing.
Yeah.
It was more like the movie was like somebody narrating it. But in your opinion, because we're not doctors, we are manifesting.
We're not professionals.
What
we're just out here, man.
Professional.
We're professionals at life.
Yes.
We're not professionals as far as you know
That's
where I'm
correct.
going with it.
I don't know where you're going, but
Well,
I
you
just
said
love
we're not doctors.
No,
we're not
no.
professional.
Okay, yes. We're not. Yeah, we're not. We don't have PhDs in this stuff.
No.
But you have to believe it. If you don't believe you're going to make money or you're going to be successful,
Yeah.
then you're going to help somebody else's dreams come true. If you don't work on
Absolutely.
your dreams, you're going to work on somebody else's.
So is manifestation real? Yeah,
you
absolutely.
think
It's
so?
a real thing. Yes. Yes.
Oh, I think it's all in what you believe in the person if
Yeah.
you believe it.
Yeah.
So,
The thing is you can put it into terms like this. So if you are constantly dogging yourself, if you're constantly shining negative light upon yourself, saying you don't add up, you don't belong here, you're not capable, you're manifesting negativity.
yes.
So as you harbor these thoughts, you're going to get more negativity out of it. Now, if you start manifesting positive thoughts and building off of that, it starts to outweigh your negative thoughts. And that's where it all begins.
Yeah.
You got to build yourself up, Buttercup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do, Cupcake. I know. But no, I like that. It's all people. Oh, it's all you've heard it say. People, it's like almost like meditation. Oh, that's doohickey. It's hoo-ha. It's wishum-sham. Hippies do it, or if you
Closed-minded
monks.
individuals
Yes.
who like to replace,
Who want to crush other
it's
people's
their
feet.
negativity,
Yes.
and they're replacing the fact that they can't grasp that it is a real thing, that it is actual beneficial thing, and they turn it and they ring it and they bring it out and they Dave.
Misery loves company.
Puke
And a
that
lot of the
shit
times,
back on your lap.
I was thinking, and I think you said something last week or the week before about it, or something we talked about. And it's all about, the misery loves company. But also at the same time, you got to think, why are they miserable? Is it because they're incompetent? Or do you think it might be they are just so afraid to try anything new, to put themselves out there, to take a chance on
It's a
themselves?
little bit of all of that. That mixed up with negative thoughts, the not adding up to others.
Being scared that they're not going to make it, especially with the COVID slapping everybody around the way it did.
So I posted something on our page the other day. Confidence. It's not walking in a room and thinking that you're better than anybody.
Yeah,
It's walking in a room and not having to be able to compare yourself to others in that room.
That's right.
That's the difference between confidence, ego, and things like that. So, you practice positivity.
Well,
You do away with those negative thoughts. Stop telling other people they can't do stuff because you couldn't do it, or stop believing that you can't do something because other people told you can't do it, and start manifesting those good thoughts.
believe
man.
in yourself.
Like if you,
excuses.
I know again sound like a broken record. When I became a DJ, this is something I wanted to do.
Yeah.
It just happened, bro. Like everything, like I say, you put into the universe, you get out what you put in, right?
Yeah.
I told myself I'm going to do this. I practice. It's what you do behind closed doors that gets you noticed in public what you practice behind
Okay,
closed doors.
Pee Wee.
You know what I'm saying, though.
I do. You were just getting a little serious, and
Yeah.
I needed to liven you up over again. He was like,
Well,
start talking about what he does behind closed doors.
I get
Whoa.
intense because
This is not that kind of
there's
show.
so much practice that I do behind closed doors that people do not see. All right?
Yeah.
And trust me, if I did that much practice, I'd look like Quagmire with the one strong arm and the one weak arm. Giggity. That's not what I'm talking about. But all the work I put in that nobody sees is what equals out to what they do see.
Exactly.
And
the A-roll, like I told you with the, nobody sees the B-rolls when you see all these Facebook or Instagram. Everybody sees the A-rolls. Nobody sees the other 100 pictures they needed to take just for that one.
Yeah.
Or that video. How many times did they do the video? 90-something times. Acting, they do what? Sometimes like a few hundred takes just to get that one perfect scene. But we don't see any of that.
Yeah.
We see this is the final copy. This is the finished, polished, boom, here it is.
Exactly.
So, which is another reason why I know some people will say that's bad, you shouldn't do it. I don't like to edit our shows.
No. And you know what? It's always been something I've been teetering because I do like the sound of a polished show. I do like the sound of not listening to people umming and ahhing.
Yeah.
I realize how much I do it. But through practicing not doing it, I've kind of stepped away from it.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit more fluent. I take little breaks in between. This is something
That's
that
what
you
they
practice.
say. Yeah.
You take breaks instead of saying and ah.
Yeah.
And you probably
Breathe.
still hear me say it.
You
and I
breathe.
hear some of the premier podcasters doing it too. So
Premier podcasters, dude, I see people that do like talks, like stand up and talk in front of people.
It's basically transmitting, going from one thought to the next. So you're filling it with
You're not giving your mind time to think, and you're trying to spit it out, and you're just like, where is it?
Exactly.
But yeah, that's a huge
Brain fart. Huge brain fart. I'd say so.
Oh my God, that was a huge brain fart, Mingia. You
He
were
was
talking.
trying not to say.
I was drinking. Yeah, and I was thinking of don't say don't say What the hell are
seen
we
it all
talking
over the
about?
All right, transition to what's your next
Yeah.
little
What were we
scramble
talking
over
about?
there
We were
in the
talking
book.
about if it's real or not and putting out the good.
Yeah.
Okay. Now with all this, I think with writing the lists down in your daily affirmations. All right, I'm going to accomplish this today. All right, I'm going to do this today. I think that it helps to people say what's that? What do they say? You can't always have the motivation, but you can have the discipline. And me personally, I think that's bullshit. Okay, I'm going to call bullshit because you're always going to have the motivation. I want to make money. Okay, they always, let's take a good point. Rappers, you know, they always had that motivation. I'm not going to end up on the streets. I want that money. I want that car. I want that house. I want the bling.
I'll tell you
I
what,
saw,
growing up around many inspiring rappers, something that used to bother me a lot when they would come around is they would push, listen to this, listen to this, listen to this,
Yeah.
which I had no problem doing. Okay. It got to a point sometimes it felt annoying, though.
yeah.
Okay. That was their motivation. That was their dedication.
Yeah.
Now I find myself trying to put forth my product as far as DJing, podcast. Now I see why they did it. Because when you have that mindset, you're going to keep pushing. That's the only conversation you want to have.
Yeah,
That's the only
it
thing
is.
that you talk about when you walk in a room.
It is.
I catch myself doing it all the time. I've probably done it a million times on this podcast. When I DJ, this DJ. It's because I love it.
I hear
I
you.
have a passion for it.
That's why I talk about this. Every time I have a conversation, it always starts with me. Monetization of the podcast. Got to figure out how to do that.
How to do it.
You know,
how to do
I
it.
heard something tonight, which when you listen to our interview with Jess about packaging and selling your energy. And that honestly is one thing I haven't heard. And I've listened to the greats, you know, of like the coaches,
That was very
Tony Robbins and Cardone and Gary V. Minga. He's
very
full of good
enlightening.
stuff.
It was very
And my mind is all like this.
Trying to figure it
Everybody's working. Everything. The wheels are. Wah, you know, I'm trying to.
bro.
Minga, let me package my energy and sell. I'd love to be somebody's alarm clock.
I have an energy. It may not be on the surface. It might not be through speaking.
Mm-hmm.
When you see me behind those decks, though, and I'm DJing, and you see my body language,
Mm-hmm.
they say if you're DJing dancing to his own music, he's not the DJ for you. So my energy comes in a different capacity where you're a little bit more outspoken, and that's a lot of what.
That's a nice way
we've
to
been-
say it. You're a little bit more outspoken.
Well, you're more loud. You're
Yes.
outspoken. I let my body, my music,
Mm-hmm.
and my motions and things talk. You know, I let my work talk for me. Especially dialing back to my livelihood in painting. You know, my work speaks for itself.
Yeah.
That's my energy. You see, these people are like, "Holy shit, this dude's good." You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Well, if he wasn't good, you wouldn't be busy all the time.
Exactly.
You know, and that's the big
And
thing.
that's what I pitch to people. Would you rather have a painter sitting around doing nothing, or would you rather wait for a painter who's busy?
Yeah.
So.
You know, but like all these little things, they help us to keep this constant focus, to keep that constant motivation. I don't want to go back to this. I don't want to be lost. I don't want to be stuck. I don't want to feel
The driving forces.
Yeah, you know, I don't want to feel like I'm not enough to succeed. That I need something else. I need somebody to give me a handout. No, you are enough. You can make anything you want happen. You just got to put the time in. That's all you got to do.
Later in our interview with Jess, she will let you. She informs you very well on things like this. So those out there listening, stick around for the interview. You're not
Yeah. She's got great energy you'd want in a coach.
Yeah, and
You know, I've talked to my share, and they kind of just that whole what does she call it? The veto, where she vet, where she vets you to see if you're a good vet. I talked to Leonard, buddy, and the ones that it's a different avenue than what I've usually dealt with.
Yeah.
And some people, by the way they're saying something, they just turn you right. I mean, it's just like instant, like
they're just selling their product.
Yeah, it's
where it seemed Jess was genuine about her inspiration and what she does.
She wanted to make sure that these people succeed.
Yes.
Her heart was in it. It wasn't just, here, buy this. Oh, you might do this. I'm not, she genuine. GENUINE. From what I got, cares for anyone she may take on as a customer, client, or whatever they call the coach.
Nothing's a great tool more than somebody who's lived it, experienced it,
Yes.
and does it.
And in the interview, she tells you,
She'll explain that all. So you
yeah.
guys
I'm
stay
not
tuned
going
for
to
that.
tell you that, but she's all about the manifestation and staying. I told her I was gonna borrow this, so it's all right, Jess. You said I could. She did say this, and I want to say this, and I'm going to use this more often. This is a big thing because this is actually something that I've never heard, and I've never thought about. Where your focus goes, your energy grows. Okay, now let that sink in. I'm going to repeat it. Where your focus goes, your energy grows.
And
That's huge. It's powerful.
I could use it in my avenue of DJing again. Here we go.
Here we go.
'Cause
Plugging
I
it out,
love
baby. Plug
DJing.
it. You love
And you
it.
know what? This whole podcast, I have never tried to plug my music once. So for
Dude,
those
plug the,
for those who
plug
are
the hell out of
listening,
your stuff. Come
I
on,
have
you know
a
that.
SoundCloud. I have a Mixcloud. I'll put up all the links. You guys go and you guys click on those. There's something for everybody.
Well, it's all
Older
DJ
crowd,
Tiano.
pop. Yep, it's all DJ Tiano.
Okay.
But I'll put up the link so it's easy to find.
Yeah.
You click it on your phone. You open it right up. You're not gonna, it's gonna give you some energy for the day.
That's
Some good
good.
stuff. Depending on the genre you like, there's something for everybody.
There
up
you go.
So
Is it something though for because you obviously being a DJ, there's all good music and there's certain times to listen to certain music.
no, absolutely.
Awesome.
I even actually have a motivational mix
Okay.
up there, which
All
I
right.
would like to revisit.
I think I saw that the other
I'd like
day
to
on one of the
revisit it.
pages.
Yes, I used
Or was it on
I've
your
used
page?
speeches and
Okay.
inspirational songs, motivating songs, and I kind of just mixed it all up.
Yeah, that was on
so
your
you got a
page,
speech,
yeah.
you got a song, you got a speech, and as you gradually listen to it, it goes from I don't want to live anymore to I know I can do it, to just basically the end result that we're all looking for.
I gotcha.
I live in a good life now.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
I got here.
All right, yeah, we'll do that
I
later.
like that.
Let's wrap up what you got in the book over there.
Well, we could talk a little bit, like I said, it's so huge about making sure that you put out the positive. It is real. Apparently, I think there's even some kind of, I've read, now don't quote me on this because I only found the link once. I haven't been able to find it again because I deleted it.
Okay.
I don't know how, but it was on a manifestation or I was looking, no, it was on a secret link. I was reading up on the secret about stuff. And there's actually some science behind manifesting what you want to happen in your life.
I heard today when I was listening that the science behind manifestation is a real thing, just like you're saying, and it actually became a thing before biblical times. Like this is something that's been in the universe.
Oh yeah, before
forever.
the book was wrote,
Yeah.
but it was somebody finally sat down and was like, all right, this is the secret.
Yeah.
It was funny because when a book came out, I was like, oh, this looks like sounds like a great book. The Secret, like what's the secret?
Yeah.
And I ended up buying it before looking at it.
Uh-huh.
And it was bad. I should not have done that. I thought it was going to be like some action book or something. I started reading. I was like, oh, what the hell did I just buy? But then, like I said, I read the first paragraph and I was like, oh, all right, I'll keep it. Really? Is that all it takes? Well, shit, I'm halfway there, But like I said, something was told to me, and I do understand that even sometimes when we want to manifest something, we tend to put that negative word in there. So that's what the universe gets.
It changes the
So
outcome.
you're actually hurting yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're instead of just the positive, just put it out in the positive.
So Jess told us there's 12 laws.
She did.
To us, we only knew of 8. We've heard of the 8. So I looked up the 12.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought there was just one. I didn't even know. Like I said, I haven't finished the book. I might have got to go home and read it.
Personally, I only thought there was 8 steps. But,
Okay. What are the steps?
There's 12 universal laws you need to know master manifestation. Law number 1, the law of divine oneness. The law of divine oneness is very first universal law and the most important one to understand. It explains that everything is connected to everything else. In the big picture, the whole universe is one.
Okay.
All right? Law 2, the law of vibration. Everything in the world and the universe has its own vibration. Each living thing, object, situation, sound, thought, and feeling vibrates differently. Every frequency can have affect your own. So the things that are on the outside
Yeah.
coming into your life are setting these frequencies and these vibrations.
Okay.
Music offsets these a
Yeah.
lot of the time. When you hear a certain song, you act a certain way. When you get upbeat, you dance, blah blah blah,
Okay.
so forth.
I've only
All
heard
right.
about the sound thing through Flash, but
Yeah. The law of inspired action. So the third law,
yes.
inspired action. We've talked about it.
Okay.
The quote
Mm-hmm.
that we opened up the show with.
Yep.
In order to manifest things on earth, you must participate. This is the biggest reason why some of the law of attraction followers do not succeed. They see the vision, but they never put it
They
into
don't put
action.
it in action, so they just have the idea, and then that's
The law of correspondence being law number 4. This law is interconnected with the law of divine oneness. The
Okay.
law reminds you that your actions here on Earth ripple into other dimensions, other lifetimes, and other parts of the universe. It sounds a little alienish,
no. It sounds like a little
but
multiverse.
it's the whole put it into the universe, you get out. You know what I mean? Yeah. the
And
whole
especially
Spider-Man
now that
multiverse.
now that in real life they've put it out there that they've actually found the multiverse, that it's real.
Yeah. Think about it as like a spiral. Everything is a pattern that repeats itself on all levels of existence, not just here, but three-dimensional Earth and things like that. Yeah. Law number 5, the law of cause and effect. Do I really have to explain that?
No, that's you should understand it.
Easiest
If not,
action.
go back to school.
Yeah, cause and effect. Law number 6, law of compensation. Law of compensation says that you should receive what you put out. This again includes your thoughts.
Oh,
We talked about that pretty much.
road rage is killing me.
So it's interesting note here. The same thing can happen with lottery winners. Most lottery winners end up ruining their lives with the money received because they probably did not act in the way that they should or put it towards the things that will earn them the abundance in the shape or form that they're looking for. So
They just said, speaking of that, the one guy, a garbage truck dude, he was 19, won the lotto. And he lost it all on drugs and alcohol. And now he's
Probably
back
hoarders.
right where
Yeah.
he's worse than he was off before. It was like, what the hell is wrong with
So
you?
law number 7, law of attraction.
Yep.
We already discussed what this is.
Yeah,
you must
we got
feel
that one.
optimist, you positive and loving, but you got to do away with the fear, the negativity, the pessimism, because you attract that stuff. You're sadly putting yourself in that fixed mindset, that stuck mindset.
Stuck.
Law number 8, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. The law explains that everything is always changing, even at a level you cannot see.
Okay,
This is great
Gandalf.
because that means no matter what happens, you can now change your life to trigger positive things and actions.
Yeah.
So it's the day that you decide to change things.
Yeah.
You transmit that energy.
Transmute it and it
Transmute
changes.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Law number 9, law of relativity. Law of relativity says that everything in life is neutral. It is who you attach meaning and emotions to your own experiences.
I think they just threw that one in there. Wasn't Newton have a law of relativity?
Keep in mind that if you ever feel if you have it worse than someone else,
Mm-hmm.
if you stay grateful and you attach more positive meaning to yourself, to
Mm-hmm.
events, to life, answers accordingly, you'll get out what you know what I'm saying? That's
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah.
law of relativity.
Gotcha.
Law of balance.
Self-explanatory.
We talk
Yeah,
about
we've
it all
talked.
the time.
Yeah. Gotta have the
yin and the yang, the two gods. The way we broke it down. The good, the bad angel. Remember?
Yep.
The
two wolves in my
the two wolves.
the two wolves.
The law of polarity.
Okay.
Law number 11. Everything in life has its opposite. There's day, there's night, there's hot, there's cold, there's white, there's black. Everything therefore has a silver lining. The bad break up.
So
taught you something
you know how
positive.
that's like, you know how they say that everybody has a doppelganger, right, on the planet?
Yeah.
My doppelganger has got to be the meanest bastard in the world.
Why do you think that?
Because I'm a nice guy. Because of the opposite. Yeah, I mean, he does. He's just, he may not chase you. He may not.
Pretty much a non-motivated dickhead that hates music.
That's right. Hates music. Turn that music off. Music is forbidden. I'm just saying. Just think about that. Think about yourself.
Well, this law, it basically reminds you everything comes back full circle.
I understand that.
So that breakup that you may have had
Hmm.
teaches you a lesson. You get fired from a job, usually opens a door for a better job.
And if the
You know,
door doesn't open, you kick the wall down, or
absolutely.
you make a door.
And law number 12, the
Okay.
law of rhythm. Everything has a rhythm. Everything is moving in a cycle.
Yeah.
There's the moon circle, the seasons changing, and I believe that Jess was talking about something that has to do with
Yeah, she said something about that. I
Jupiter
don't have
and
Saturn was coming back around, and the
Saturn.
rings
Yeah,
were getting close to something.
it almost goes to say that saying, you know, everything worked out for me today
Yeah.
because all the planets must have been
Everything,
aligned.
the planets. I've heard, the astro people.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're
we
called,
often
but they're like, oh, all
take the
my
meaning
everything
out of
was aligned.
things
Yeah,
and just say them for what they say on the
the
surface.
literal sense,
But there
not
is
look into
literally
it.
some
Oh yeah,
content behind it.
there
So,
is. That's definite.
when they say
What was that last one again? What did
thank
you
your
just
lucky
say?
stars because all the planets must
Yes.
have been aligned, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
No, I'd like to learn. I'd
those are the
like to
12 laws.
read into that. Now, are these 12 laws? Are they all in the book? That The Secret?
I believe so. I just listened to about half of The Secret
Okay.
for the past few days, and they were rattling off some of the laws. I
I'll have
don't
to check it
recall
out.
12,
I'll have to check it out.
but it is something to look. And I did notice that the author of The Secret
Mm-hmm.
came out with a second installation.
And the last one about the rhythm, I'm not sure if I don't know if it was Ali said it, but I know there was a martial artist that says it. That has said it when in his talks. Once you find your rhythm,
Yeah.
you're unstoppable. Everything
Pretty
moves.
much probably any boxing coach or
Every
any
well, yeah, but I
kickboxer,
mean,
any
like as
fighter.
far as like not just like a movie guy. I mean,
Yeah.
like a real
Yeah.
somebody who does it like Ali did in real life. He somebody said, everything moves to a rhythm.
You can
Once you find your
you can
rhythm,
apply that to anything.
you can. But where I heard it is in the ring.
Again,
so.
here we go, full circle. I apply that to DJing. You gotta keep the rhythm. You gotta
do.
keep the energy in the room.
Yes.
If I go from, Pitbull to Elvis Presley, everybody's
Mm-hmm.
gonna turn around and look at me unless I announce that it's a slow song or it's for a wedding or blah
Yeah.
blah blah.
Gotcha.
But if I'm out there in a club
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sitting there spinning Pitbull or Flow Rider or
Uh-huh.
whatever, whoever listens to whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then I switch on to Elvis, that dance floor is gonna clear the hell out.
Yeah, it's gonna
They'll be
empty.
Like, who the hell is this dude?
Uh-huh.
Get him off the stage. You know what I mean? Unless I put a little twist on Elvis. Then
Yeah. Then it's all right.
I am the commissioner of remixology.
I tell my mom. I says, I go. I think the powers that be are
They want
they're
you.
testing me.
They're testing you.
They're
Yeah,
testing me.
you've
She goes,
said
"What do you
this
mean?"
before.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to say it again because you just said that. It keeps bringing up. I go, I don't have rage. I mean, the only time you see the bad side is when it happens to do with my family or the kids. But other than that, I'm a big goddamn Santa, all the time.
Yeah.
Except for when I'm driving. I understand it's a right. It shouldn't be. It should be a
See, driving
privilege.
to me is my downtime. It's where I listen to my music.
I
my
understand
thoughts.
that.
For some reason, in the car and in the shower, my thoughts
Yeah.
become so much clearer. So I don't let these people around me. Once in a while I'll get cut
I
off.
know.
I'll give them a finger or whatever. But
Yeah.
I'm not really that illustrated either.
No, see, I for like somebody does something like that, I just envision for about 30 seconds if I had a truck, I would mow them down.
Sometimes you just gotta put the patience
I
behind the
want to
thought.
pull the Ghost Rider out and just be like,
So I ordered curbside Applebee's the other day, right?
yeah.
It was a hot mess. I was sitting on that freaking. I had my 2-year-old with me in the back seat, which thankfully she was not crying. And the girl next to us in the car was like, "Oh my God, your daughter's a saint," because she did not make a peep that whole hour I was sitting in the car.
Uh-huh.
I got fed up. I put my mask on, put her mask on. We go inside. There's literally a line of 20 people waiting for their food.
Ooh.
This poor girl must have been 16 years old, probably her first job, shy, bashful. People are like, "What are you doing over there? You're not even asking people if you're not even checking the food orders, blah, 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 blah." This poor girl was going in circles. She didn't know what the hell to do. My patience took over. I started helping her read off the food that was up there.
Mm-hmm.
I go, "If you guys want to tip me, that's fine. But I'm trying to get everybody out of here in an orderly manner." Like,
Yeah.
Tempers were raging. They were taking it out on this young girl that
Uh-huh.
probably is, who knows, it could have been her first month there, first week.
Yeah.
And by the end of the process, I got my food. Not a big thing. When I got home, it was still warm, so it was cool, whatever. But I go over to the girl and I slip her a $5 bill. I already put a tip on the thing.
Yeah.
I slip her a $5 bill. I know it's not much, but I said, hey, listen, don't let these people get you all jacked up.
Mm-hmm.
I says, you're doing a great job. I says, anybody under these circumstances will crumble.
Yeah.
I says, you're doing a good job. When I walked out, I almost had a clapping ovation because, you know,
Yeah.
here I am uplifting this individual. Like, she's having a tough time. They're having a tough time
Yeah.
waiting for their food. Everybody. I put this positivity into the universe.
Yeah.
And I'm not even like saying this like this is not no made up story.
I know, because you
I
got
almost
tears are
had-
welling up in your
Oh,
eyes right
that's
now.
my allergies, dude.
Yeah. Sure it is.
No, but I'm serious. Like,
Okay.
I put that positivity into that corridor.
That
'cause
situation, yeah.
everybody was crammed in there like sardines. I mean, all had masks on and stuff like
Yeah.
this. And tempers were flaring. People were hangry. Poor little girl. I'm like, I feel so bad for her.
Mhm.
And since the universe, put it out there that my daughter could have been acting up, I could have not
Yeah.
sat there and had to go, because she had to go home or cry or whatever. She had the patience. She's 2 years old. Why can't all these other people have the patience? That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? I got to do a good deed because I've learned a lesson out of this thing. So floated the $5 over there. She was happy. She was like, oh my God, thank you. $5, but whatever.
Hey, every little bit counts.
Yeah. And everybody walked out of there with a life lesson.
There you go.
I got patted on the back.
Yeah.
Someone patted on the back, and like 2 people were clapping. I was like,
Exercise a little patience.
yeah, man. You too when you're driving.
I do. Mom says that. You got to calm down. I said, I am calm. What do you mean? No, you're not. I go, I'm venting.
Yeah.
That means I'm not standing on their shoulders, choking the shit out of them because they shouldn't be driving. It's just, I'm not going to go in it. No full house moments. Human decency is a thing.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm set. You got to manifest. And you got to the positive. When you manifest, don't say, I don't want to be broke. Don't say, I just want money. Say, I want to be successful.
Yeah.
I want to be financially stable.
Yeah.
I want to be able to enjoy my family before I'm 65. That's keep the positivity in whatever you want to manifest, whatever your affirmations are, your affirming, your lists, positive lists. Let me tell you, stickies. Get them damn stickies. Boom, boom, boom. What's the big thing? This is more so with women. I've been seeing a
everybody's
lot.
got a notebook right in their pocket. You got the notes.
I do. I have
app in
notebooks
your-
all around. But
Well,
the
I'm saying
stickies.
on the cell phone, you got notes.
Yeah, but then
can
you
type them in.
forget to go. You forget to see them. But yeah, you go in the mirror to brush your teeth, and
Write
there's a
them down
little.
and stick a postie on your phone.
There you go. There's a sticky that says "You are enough. You are someone. You can do this." That's huge.
You read that every day.
I do. I
And
see it.
It plants that seed in your brain every day.
So
that
I
is-
see it in one way or another, and I think that I know I'm enough.
These
I know
quotes
I
that
can
we
do it.
rattle off every week and we break
Yeah.
down. Maybe some of you guys take and write these things down on a whiteboard or
There you
print them
go.
out, put them up on your refrigerator.
Yeah.
When you see these things every day and you read that shit every day, it's gonna
You
plant
start to
that
believe.
seed. Yeah, you start to believe.
You know.
All right, bro.
Here we go. Hit him with the
we want-
casts, the shout outs.
Yeah, we're gonna do the podcast shout outs, the pod shout outs.
Yeah.
And we are going to start with, let's see. My podcast is Perspective on the World at Large. I go through a variety of topics. My latest episode is about the importance of investing in yourself. Check it out and let me know what you think.
Okay.
That is called, let's see here, Buku Radio on Anchor.fm. The Importance of Investing in Yourself by Buku Radio. Go check that out on Anchor.
All right.
Next one is Midnight Mania Sports, is a sports podcast show covering sports in the Boston area along with debates that can get heated. So go check that out. That's on applepodcast.com. Again, that is called Midnight Mania Sports. On to the next one, Teenage Addiction and Mental Health
Ooh.
by Richard Capriola. You can find that on anchor.fm as well. Next one is NFL Podcast with Rocco B and Scotty G. Highly explicit.
Ooh.
It's like our last episode of our second podcast. Sound like a Scarface sequel.
There you go.
Did you know that Blink 182, they named their band because Scarface said the F word 182 times? And
No,
little tidbit of information.
really.
Yep. All right, next one is care airing on podcasts,
Okay.
Apple Podcasts. It doesn't really give a description, but I'm assuming it has something to do with care.
Okay. Caring.
Podcast links. This guy didn't give anything. Sorry, buddy. I can't give you a shout out if you don't give me anything to read. The next one is The Curious Dragon. Curious Dragon is a podcast on Anchor. You can go check that out.
All right.
It says Norse mythology under it.
Ooh.
Not sure what that means.
Norse mythology?
Yeah.
You don't know?
I know what mythology is.
okay.
I don't know what Norse means.
The Vikings.
Ooh. Gotcha.
Thor.
Now it clicks.
Odin.
All right. That's
There you
all
go.
Gotta say. All right. Next one is 2021 April Drive and Talk by Keeping It Real with Big Boy. You can find that on Anchor.com as well. We on Sister Sorry review famous shows, movies, and web series in short, fun-filled episodes. You could give us a chance if you've never heard us. Here's the link. Sister Sorry on Apple Podcasts.
Okay.
And we'll do two more here. All About series, Eating Disorders by Deanna Jean Show. You can find that on Anchor.fm as well. A lot of these are Anchor. That's good. So any
Nice.
of these they were rattling off, just go on Anchor and type in these.
go to Anchor.
Yeah, type in the keywords. All right, last one. My creation Can't Hold Me Down is stemmed from the interest of media before internet, even before CD players and HBO. When television didn't have The Simpsons, I would watch anything related to documentaries on film making and how television promoted clean fun with nutrition. Can't Hold Me Down is my way to communicate with the people of the world with episodes of various topics for a laugh or a bit of knowledge in their day. Can't Hold Me Down is also on Anchor.fm. So that's our pod shout-outs for the week. If you guys are listening and you want a pod shout-out on our show to potentially carry over some of our audience members to your show, you can find us at Forge2.0 on Facebook. It's a group. Search it up and just hit the like button.
That last one about having fun with healthy ways of nutrition reminds me of that commercial they used to do where the girl would order the French fries and then drown them in the ketchup, and they're always like, "Don't drown the fries."
I don't remember that.
Oh my
one.
God, it was hilarious. It was all over the place growing up with the "Don't drown your French fries in the ketchup." Hilarious.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so do we want to leave them with the quote?
Well, yeah. No.
I didn't know if you had anything else to fill in on the episode.
No. You know, I said my
You
bit.
already had
you
your
know,
Full House
I had
moment.
my Full House moment, even though it wasn't a moment. But it's just, you know what? Oh, real quick before he hits you with the coat, we are going to do a little rebranding, resurfacing, polish up season 1. I'm going to cut everything down to make sure it's about 35 minutes instead of like an hour and 20, an hour in this.
Yeah.
We are going to go back through and do all that.
So are you telling me we're going to start editing?
No. I'm just going to cut them. We're not editing shit, okay? I'm not editing. I'm going to take an hour and 10 minutes, and I'm going to turn it into, I don't know, 235s or 240s. Whatever the hell, a 37 and a 32. Whatever it is, it's going to be more
You're
manageable.
basically going to break it down for
Yes.
people who
So for
want to
us,
listen in
for the
smaller.
ADD crowd,
Yeah.
because apparently I have it, even though it's bullshit. Yeah, we're gonna break it down, rebrand it, repurpose, wrap it in a nice little bow for you. But
Nice.
okay, yeah,
All right,
hit him with
cool.
that quote.
All right, the quote this week is from Dolly Parton, out of all people.
Okay,
But it kind of spoke to me
like
a
a
little bit.
rhinestone cowboy.
Yeah. The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain. That's your quote.
Okay,
A little different one this week.
that's a completely different one.
Yeah.
All
But
right,
I'll say it one more
you
time
want
for
the
you.
rainbow? Deal
You
with the
want to
rain.
see it, the way I see it,
Yeah.
if you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain.
Okay,
Obviously, you don't get a rainbow
yeah,
if there's
yeah.
no rain.
This is true. I understand it.
And most people hate the rain.
Yeah. I
We'll
know.
elaborate
I
on
think
that
it's
next
cleansing. Yeah, we will.
All right, so that was our episode. Stay tuned for the interview. You
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
will not be let down. It is a great interview, a lot of energy, a lot of charisma. Jess was wonderful.
Yes, she was.
She was
Yeah.
awesome guest.
She did good stuff. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
and then she has her plugs on there as well, so
Yeah.
you can find her after you hear her and you listen to what she's all about. So you guys go and listen to that.
Yeah.
That's it for us from this week. DJ Tiano, Wild Man, we're out. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Peace.